What's up, boys? Back with another breakdown. Today we're breaking down the main event on UFC 308, Ilia El Matador Topuria versus Max Blessed Holloway. Let's get into it. Heading straight into the breakdown, Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. This is a featherweight bout for the featherweight world title. Ilia Topuria is 15-0, coming in at -238. Max Holloway is 26-7, coming at +185. I feel like the odds are a little bit whack just because Ilia Topuria was like a -130 or something like that against Volkanovski, knocked him out and becomes the -238 favorite over Max Holloway. Max Holloway has only been dropped one time against Justin Gaethje. He's never been knocked out. I'd say that he's faced everybody that has power. He's faced all kinds of people. He's an all-time legend. He's an all-time great. -238 I feel like is a bit steep, but I definitely favor him in this fight. Looking back, when Ilia Topuria knocked out Volkanovski, I'd say that he honestly was getting touched up. First round, he's getting touched up second round. Both those rounds were close until it ended. I'd say Ilia Topuria's game plan, though, was to just keep walking forward, close off the cage, and just find his big shots. He always ends up finding his big shots. That's like the worry about this fight and this fight going decision and Max Holloway being so tough. I think that he is going to get touched up in this fight, and I think that he will get hurt, but I think that he's just tough enough to survive. Max Holloway, if you look back at the fight he had against Dustin Poirier, it was a bit ago, but I'd say that Dustin Poirier, he had the power advantage, and I feel like it's a bit similar like this fight. Ilia Topuria has the power advantage. He likes walking forward. Dustin Poirier found a lot of success walking forward against Max Holloway. It kind of cut off all the output that Max had. It stumbled him. He ended up finding his shots. Max was a bit open in that fight. That was still prime Max when he still had the belt too. I'd say that Max Holloway, he honestly has only been dropped by Justin Gaethje. He's coming off of one of the greatest knockouts of all time. He was cooking Justin Gaethje last 10 seconds, pointed down and said, "I'm gonna knock you out." And he fucking knocked him out in the last second. And Ilia Topuria is talking a lot of shit, saying that in the first 10 seconds he's going to point down and he's going to want to bang with him, and he's trying to get the fastest knockout by fists. And honestly, I don't really know what to take at that. I don't know if he will end up doing that or Max is going to end up sticking to that if he points down, but I guess we'll see what happens. But I'd say that Topuria, he honestly doesn't really force anything. He has crazy knockout power. That he's only not knocked out two people in his UFC career, which is Josh Emmett and Yusuf Salal, which he used his wrestling. And I feel like that's something that he always has in his back burner. He has wrestling, he has grappling, along with the knockout power and technical striking. I'd say Max Holloway, he has some crazy output. His boxing fundamentals are out of this world. And he also has really good takedown defense. Nobody really takes him down and holds him down. That hasn't been seen. So I think that if Topuria mixes in wrestling, he honestly wouldn't really, I don't really see him holding him down. Or if he gets a takedown, I think that Max Holloway would just really bounce back up. But I think that stuff like that in a close fight like this can be what wins you the close rounds and edges you out in a decision. I honestly, it's hard for me to say or think that Ilia Topuria can knock out Max Holloway just because he's just an all-time great, all-time legend. You can't hate the guy, especially coming off that knockout win against Justin Gaethje. It's just, it's really tough to pick against him. I think Max Holloway needs to use his leg kicks, use his jab, circle around the cage, and just keep his distance away from Topuria, just because he really likes just closing in the distance, pushing against the cage, which also can unlock his wrestling and find his big shots. That's how he ended up finding his big shot against Volkanovski, where he just kept slowly edging him against the cage, kept walking him down, eating his shots, but finding bigger shots to land. And the power advantage is definitely on Topuria. I'd say that this is like somewhat similar to the fight against Dustin Poirier, just because the power advantage is for Topuria. Max Holloway has the output, but I feel like that output will be distinguished a little bit because of Topuria walking him down, keeping him on his back foot. So I'm kind of forced to pick Topuria here. I think that his game plan, his overall wrestling and grappling will edge him out in a decision. I think that this could be a back and forth, but I think that Topuria will just find the bigger shots, land the more devastating blows, which will win him the rounds. It could be close. I don't really have much confidence in him winning just because I feel like I can see Max winning in this fight. He definitely has a path. Ilia Topuria is getting rated really high. He's coming off a great win. Both of them coming off great wins, but Topuria is looking hard to stop, but Max Holloway is a different breed. He doesn't get chinned. So, low confidence in the Ilia Topuria pick and low confidence in this fight going decision, but I have Ilia Topuria by decision. Low confidence in the decision, low confidence in the pick. That's going to be my breakdown on Topuria versus Holloway. Thanks for watching.